I love cutting off wings.
You do?
Yeah.
Wings are my favorite part.
Destroying hope.
Hey guys, it's Carla. I'm here in the Bon Appétit Test Kitchen today with Michael Shannon from Frankie and Johnny in the Claire de Lune on Broadway. Thanks for coming.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah. So today we have 20 minutes, a mere 20 minutes, to make Nashville-style hot chicken and slaw.
It's ironic we're making Nashville chicken because I'm from Kentucky.
I know, I heard.
So, but I think I'd prefer the Nashville chicken because I like spicy stuff.
Okay, so when you say it's ironic, it's not a problem.
It's not a problem. It's
Cool.
just ironic.
Great.
Yeah.
On a count of three, we're just going to turn around and start cooking.
All right.
Ready?
Cool.
1, 2, 3. All right, this is your raw chicken, obviously.
Yep.
And have you butchered a chicken before?
No.
Great. Perfect. Okay, so you've got this flexible boning knife up at the top of the cutting board. And
Yes.
the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the legs and the thighs kind of in one piece. What I want you to do is just kind of feel for the place in between where the drumstick looks like it's meeting up with the carcass.
Yeah.
That's where you want to put the knife. So then picking up the knife
It's like
again.
where this little stretchy kind of armpit area is.
Exactly.
Right
It's like the armpit of the leg. That's
Yeah.
a very good way of describing it. And then
Yeah.
you're going to want to cut in that place. Just make a little slash to start, just kind of breaking through the skin. And you'll see how it opens up now. You can see the side of the breast and the leg and the thigh piece.
Uh-huh.
And then putting your knife, drawing it from that kind of crease up by the side of the breast down towards the opening, the front side of the chicken closest to you.
Uh-huh.
And you can make like shallow cuts if you aren't feeling 100% to start, but you just want to keep the knife as close to the body as possible, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you feel like it's kind of opening up like a book in a way. And at that point, you can cut it freely away from the body.
The legs are off.
Oh, what? Both sides?
Yeah.
Oh my, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do my second side then. That was fast.
I'm sorry.
But you got the leg and the thigh of both sides off of that body.
I wouldn't say that with absolute certainty, but I'm holding a piece of chicken in my hand.
Okay, so just set those aside, and we're going to take off the wings. All right, so with the wing, it helps me a lot if I kind of like pull the whole arm or the whole wing part of the chicken kind of straight up, and then I can really see the end of the joint where it's connecting to the body.
Oh, yeah.
And just like kind of running the knife all the way around the joint.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with butchering is like if you feel like you have to force it, you're in the wrong spot.
That's the thing with everything.
Right?
Yeah.
I agree. What is are you a light meat person or a dark meat person?
I would eat this whole chicken
Fabulous.
in one sitting.
Perfect. Okay, so once you have your 2 wings off, you can go ahead and put the carcass, get it all the way off on that parchment-lined rim sheet tray, the furthest away from you.
The one furthest away from me?
And then we need to separate the leg and the thigh into 2 pieces.
Oh, boy.
So I want you to try to find the place where the drumstick joint connects to the thigh bone. And then just cut right in between. It should, if you're in the right spot, it should go through without too much trouble.
I think this is really where I'm showing that I don't know what I'm doing. But I did it.
You did it? You got it separated?
And I can kind of pull the skin back over so
Yeah.
that you can't see really that I kind of messed it up.
Okay, cool. 2 drumsticks, 2 thighs?
Oh, man.
I'm completed.
Yeah, complete.
Complete? Okay, great. You can bring the empty bowl in front of you. We're going to get into dredging. So actually, before we do that, I just want you to pepper all these chicken pieces. There's a small bowl of salt and there's a big bowl of salt. Using the big bowl of salt, really generously seasoned. If we had time, I would have done this the day before.
It's kind of stressing me out because my mom's in the other room watching at the monitor.
Oh, really?
And she's really good cook.
She's a really good cook.
Oh,
I
man.
think she'll be pleased.
Yeah.
So bring the empty bowl onto your cutting board.
Empty bowl on my cutting board.
Yep. And then crack those 4 eggs right in.
See, this is something I had to learn to do for my play on Broadway because I'm a short order cook,
Yeah.
so I do the one-handed crack.
I can
do that?
crack, but I can't open. I
Oh,
can
yeah?
try.
I wish you could watch this. See, look at that. Bam.
I cracked and broke the yolk by trying to open it at the same time.
That one, yeah, that broke.
Yeah, one day.
Oh, well.
Let me know when your 4 eggs are in, and we're going to
Done.
add this buttermilk. All
So
right.
I pour this whole thing in?
Oh, the whole thing in. And then we need to measure out 2 tablespoons of Tabasco. I'm finding that a vigorous shaking has actually got my 2 tablespoons.
Have you ever gotten Tabasco sauce in your eye?
I have, actually.
When you have like a pepper seed on your finger and then you rub your eye?
Yeah, and even hours later, if you touch your face, you're doomed.
So I just dump this right in?
Yep, 2 tablespoons, and then whisk that. You should have a whisk somewhere.
I do.
And then as soon as that looks like all the egg is fully broken up in there, we're gonna do dry, wet, dry with the chicken pieces.
I think I'm whipped.
You're whipped. Okay, let's do it. Bring that flour close to you, and now this is when we can put our small bowl of salt.
Small bowl of salt, yeah.
And then maybe with the dry whisk in the salt into the flour.
Salt into the flour, got it.
Yep. All right, so now go a couple chicken pieces at a time, and you can use your fingers or tongs to toss it in the flour. And then a lot of recipes would tell you to pat all this flour off, but I'm actually kind of after that kind of floury crust. So you could give it a couple light shakes coming out of the flour and then right into the buttermilk.
Gotcha.
And then go with a couple more pieces of chicken.
Right into the buttermilk. What do I do? Do I put it on the wax paper when I'm done?
No, let them hang in the book. You should just have floured and gone into the buttermilk for now.
Oh, okay.
And then just let me know when all 6.
But
Toss.
where do I'll just put them down? Okay, got it.
So growing up, did you cook with your mom?
Sometimes it was, Mom would get home from work and she'd be tired or whatever, so I'd try and
Jump in.
help out. Yeah.
Was she like, leave that to me?
Well, it was always better when she did it. I didn't really know what I was doing.
Same for me growing
Yeah.
up. All right, so are all your chickens floured and buttermilked?
Yeah.
And then go back from out of the buttermilk back into the flour.
Okay, back in the flour.
Yeah, and it's okay if like some of the buttermilk is still dripping off.
Oh yeah, it's real messy.
Is it? All right, so
I like
it's gonna
it.
look like they don't all fit, and they kind of don't, but just using the tongs and your hands, just toss all those chicken pieces until
Into
they're
the
coated.
grease?
No, coat them with the flour.
Oh yeah.
So once they're all been dredged,
This chicken is covered with stuff.
okay, great.
3
So
different
let's
layers of
check.
stuff. So are my
you
fingers.
You should be at 325 on the fry temperature taker thinger.
It says 330
Perfect.
something.
Okay. So one at a time. Don't drop them in because the oil's hot.
Okay.
Just put them in there and just shaking the flour off as I go. But again, some of that cragginess is good.
It's like cement.
Oh.
I mean, my
yeah.
fingers.
Oh yeah, me too. I breaded my fingers.
Yeah.
If I fried them, they'd be delicious. And then it also is going to look like it's pretty crowded in there, but we're going to move everybody around in a sec.
All right.
Use your tongs to make sure they're submerged. And then we're going to turn the heat up just because my temperature dropped all the way down to like less than 300.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to turn the big dial on the front of this burner till the readout says 375. Okay, next thing, you've got a little timer on your station. I want you to hit that minute button up to 15.
Okay.
And then we're going to use the fry time to make our slaw.
15.
15.
Oh.
Awesome. Grab this big, gigantic glass bowl.
Yeah.
And we're going to make the dressing.
Okay.
So you have a squeeze bottle of mayonnaise. And there
Real
should be
mayonnaise.
like real mayonnaise. We don't mess around with the fake mayonnaise. You should have a 1 cup measuring cup.
I do.
And then we got to measure out a cup of mayo.
Cup of mayo.
All right, into the bowl. Okay, and then you've got a honey bear. So
A cup of honey?
No, in the little measuring cup,
Oh.
measure out a tablespoon of honey.
Tablespoon. Got it.
Yep. We need a tablespoon and a half of cider vinegar. Let's just pour it right over the honey. So
Right over the honey?
Yeah, why not? Just go up to what looks like 3.5.
Up to 3.5.
Yeah. And then just add the vinegar and the honey.
Will the honey pour out?
Not really.
Yeah, I gotta scrape it out. I think.
Yeah, it's a pain in my butt, actually. All right. So then I want you to season this with salt and pepper. Big pinches because it's a lot of cabbage.
How much?
Whatever, a generous amount of salt and pepper, just like big pinches.
Keep it down over there.
Yeah. And
Not
then,
you, the chicken.
Oh,
So
the chicken
noisy.
is noisy. Mine looks extremely golden brown, so I want to make sure we get this done before it's done.
Right.
And then you have a 3/4 teaspoon measure and a bowl of celery salt.
Oh, is that? Oh boy, I think I just put that in.
Celery seed, sorry. So if you already added a bunch of celery seed, you might be good.
Yeah, I think I'm.
Cool. I'm gonna add a little extra.
I'll give it a little more because I really like it.
Cool. And then just set this bowl aside and we'll do our cabbage. So we're gonna do half of each head of cabbage. So you can start with the green one. Cut that guy in half. Set the other half aside. And then, oh, he's already slicing. You've used a mandolin before.
No, I'm just slicing the cabbage in half.
And then when you're done with that, using the mandolin blade, you can use the safety glove, should you choose.
Okay.
And then just want you to run the cabbage back and forth across the blade, thinly slicing. So you shouldn't have to press down too hard, but you want to keep it flush against the kind of beige part, the grooved part. All right, let me know when you're done with your green guy. I feel like we need to check our chicken, even though there's 3 minutes. I've got 3 minutes on the timer, but the color is looking amazing, and I just want to make...
looking like perfect,
So see if you could pull out a thigh piece.
Thigh piece.
Move it onto this cooling rack right here by the fryer.
Right.
And then there's a digital thermometer. You just need to unfold it so the probe comes out.
Yeah.
And then try to get it into the thickest part of the chicken without hitting the bone, because that'll give us a false high reading. Oh yeah, this guy's done.
I got 194.
Pull it out. Chicken's coming out. That's
All
great. All the chicken's out.
Man, it looks delightful.
I have like a shell on this. It looks like cornflakes.
Yeah, that's exactly cornflakes. That's what you want.
Is your green half of cabbage?
It's totally, yes, it's great.
Totally shredded. Okay,
Yes.
So then let's do the red one. Cut your red cabbage in half. Set one half aside.
That whole half?
That whole half through the shredder.
Through the thing.
Yep.
My grandma made really good coleslaw. She had a diner.
Really?
Yeah, like a truck stop, road stop diner in Kentucky.
Really?
She was German, 100% German, but she made the best coleslaw and also potato salad,
Oh,
the
man.
German style, with the bacon and all that.
All right. Half of a red.
Yeah.
And then that's going to go right into the bowl with the green. All right, so cabbage bowl. I just think the best way to do this, because it's so much, is just using your hands.
Right.
Just toss it, get all the way
yeah.
down to the bottom where all that dressing is. So when you left the house,
Yeah.
was that the time that you were had to figure out how to feed yourself?
No, I ate at restaurants for about 10 years, but I guess I have developed over the years a certain fearlessness in situations like this.
Nice.
Because you're always, as an actor, you're always showing up somewhere where you have to learn how to do something you don't know how to do.
Uh-huh. If your cabbage is coated,
Yeah.
take a pinch out and just give it a taste.
Give it a taste? Yummy.
Pretty good. Okay, so now we're actually going to take the fry oil and season it. So the first thing is using your ladle.
Yeah.
Carefully, because this fry oil is still really hot.
Yeah.
Ladle 1 cup of fry oil into the measuring cup. So we're just going to use the oil that we fried the chicken in to make like a hot, fat basting oil. And
I'm glad we're not just throwing it out, we're
exactly.
putting it to use.
And then all of these seasonings, so it's like a large amount of cayenne. That's the
big bowl?
That's the big bowl.
So
brown.
Do I dump it all in?
Dump it all, but just be careful. I don't want you to splash up hot oil onto your wrist or anything.
Okay, I'm doing the whole bowl.
All of everything. Yeah, and then use a whisk to just make sure all of those spices are incorporated.
Uh-huh.
And it's great when dry spices like that hit hot oil, it like blooms all of their compounds.
Mm-hmm.
So this oil, even though it's just sitting for a minute, is going to infuse.
Oh, you can smell it.
Rapidly. Yeah.
You smell it.
It smells spicy. That was a large amount of cayenne with paprika, chili powder, granulated garlic, and brown sugar. So this should be sweet and smoky and spicy. And so bring your chicken close to you. Hold
Bring
your chicken.
chicken close to you.
And then using the basting brush, just dip the brush into the oil and then brush that all over the chicken pieces. And so this is you're still going to have all the crunchies.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't burned off all these seasonings. And then this whole outer crust.
Ooh, look at that.
Hot stuff.
Oh, boy.
All right, so now we're going to build our plates.
All right.
And instead of making a sandwich, just want to put like a slice of white bread. This is like the landing pad. It's not really going to help you when things get hot, but and then just choose your 2 favorite pieces and just putting them right on top.
It's hard to pick amongst my children.
I know. And then grab a few pickles.
Oh yeah.
Put those on top or around. Make a little pickle presentation. And then I got to get this chicken out of the way and we'll serve up some slaw. You should have a side bowl.
There you go.
Awesome. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Oh,
Extremely beautiful.
Thank you.
Craggy.
Yeah.
And shaggy.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
They look related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank
Nice
you.
slaw too. Gorgeous crust.
Thank you.
Lovely mahogany.
Thank you. Yeah.
Fantastic slaw. Shall we?
I would love that.
I would love to offer you my Nashville-style hot chicken.
Yes.
The bread's not going to help you, really. No, but it's there.
All right.
Mmm.
I do all right? Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
So juicy.
Good.
Perfectly cooked.
Would your mom like to come take a bite?
Hey, Mom. Do you want to come in here? This is your chance to be on TV. Or the internet.
She gets it done.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's...
that's a no.
Yeah, she's...
After the cameras are off, she can take it.
Yeah.
Oh, will you come back sometime? Maybe do an omelet?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Awesome.
Maybe we should go to the real spicy zone.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get into some ghost peppers. and
Yes.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a deal. It's a date.
I've never seen a ghost pepper. Have you?
No, it's, that's their
You
thing.
can't see them. Yeah. They're invisible.